Hi Capricorn, this is Star with Ariana Stark with your forecast for the month of September 2025. I will use the ideal tarot love oracle amongst other decks for your reading this month. For a personalized reading as well as for deck purchase, feel free to reach us at the email address given below. The overall energy from the ideal tarot is the Eight of Pentacles. I think paperwork as well as technical matters will abound this month. As you see, this seems to be an office setup. Collaboration and cooperation is also the key. Maybe you also need to be patient. Perhaps you will also need to review tasks. Clients may also seek you out for your services, but then be firm when it comes to payment. Stick to your guns because you will get what you desire. Perhaps, Capricorns, you will also benefit if there's an appraisal lined up. Your professional attitude as well as your contribution doesn't go unnoticed. In fact, you will be singled out for praise this month. The final days of August stepping into September is the Emperor card. Emperor is a person who exudes authority. Likewise, you were someone who wanted to be in control of situations, but then you also needed to be cooperative when it came to others. Maybe you were too set in your ways. You were not someone who was going to brook any nonsense. That is why you could have given a piece of your mind to juniors who were tardy or even to clients who hadn't paid up. You were also dealing with government officials. I think you needed to keep your temperament in check. You also needed to safeguard your health. Your priority was also your home. Obstacles to overcome this month or the challenges. I do have the Moon card. The Moon talks about confusion. It also talks about your shifting emotions. Maybe you will feel that everything in your life is cyclic. I think you should pay attention to your inner voice. You should also cross-check when it comes to decision making. Think 10 times. If I can add here, some of you may also be making trips. Work offers will also be lined up. Maybe others want you to get into partnerships, but then be very clear because sometimes you are going to do the hard work and the other person could walk away with the plaudits, or the other person may be unprofessional. That is why you could have second thoughts about getting into such a partnership, as you don't want to be answerable to clients when they haul you up for poor performances because of the other person. Influences for this month, I do have the Empress card. Now she's a very nurturing lady. She's also someone who is very alluring. Likewise, your personal magnetism is also going to be at its peak. You could get offers with respect to a side hustle, so be open rather than say that you are not up to it. Tension could also mount this month on account of an estranged person. Maybe he or she is trying to find ways to communicate, to get back to your family members. Maybe you don't want anything to do with the person. Incidentally, this month, your friendships will also deepen. Social events are also going to be lined up. I think you should also avoid nitpicking because there's a tendency to demand superhuman performances from your juniors. The first 10 days of September is the Strength card, another major in your reading. So this is going to be a significant September for Capricorns worldwide. With so many majors in your reading, I think you need to pay attention. In the first 10 days, I think your past dues will also come in, which could be surprising. Minor returns apart, I think this is going to be a very profitable and fruitful first 10 days. Unexpected money gains is going to be there. Other than that, I also feel that deals will be struck. You will manage to complete a lot of work. Even if you're stressed out, I think you can achieve what you set out to do. Maybe you're also going to be someone who is going to insist that your way is the right way. Eventually, you will realize that you were in the wrong. This is why it is necessary for you to be practical, to not be very pushy, not be forceful. Within the family also, you may feel at times that your voice is ignored. I think You will also reevaluate your relationships at this time, especially in the first 10 days. Maybe you need to let go of people who are only benefiting from you, or that those people who don't reciprocate. This could also be a romantic connection. The next 10 days, that is 11 to 20th September, is the Five of Wands. This talks about progress. You're also going to be singled out. I think the spotlight is going to be on you. You need to be flexible instead of being too rigid. I think you also need to be prepared because there could be a change in your schedule. You have to adjust and act as per the situation, as there's no way out. Still, I think you can take heart from the fact that progress is on the cards. Your family could also be extremely demanding at this time, but you should not procrastinate. You shouldn't create a fast, rather you should oblige them. Networking is also the key. If you have ideas in your head, I think you need to act quickly on them. You will complete a lot of pending tasks as well. Perhaps you should also reply to client inquiries for your services patiently rather than be abrupt or terse. I think your boss is also someone who has confidence in your abilities. You will be appreciated. Even your workers are going to appreciate you, for you give them the freedom. Yet your immediate superior could continue to be jealous. Maybe he or she could be quite whimsical, could change plans because he wants you to be in a spot of bother. Payment is also going to come in. I think you can also benefit on account of recommendation. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 30th September, I do have the Fool card. I think this is talking about new beginnings. Maybe you're also making travel plans. You want to make that trip somewhere. Discussions could center around a journey, or you could also be commuting great distances. You will complete a lot of tasks, but you're also going to be a bit distracted. Maybe you feel a sense of loss. You feel as though you're not in control of the situation. That is why you're someone who is going to retaliate. You shouldn't let your emotions get the better of you. You shouldn't be overwhelmed by the circumstances that you find yourself in. Rather, you need to drop that baggage. Don't get too caught up in other people's affairs. Rather, be tolerant of others around you, whether it is your loved ones or those in the professional sphere. Again, with this card also, you need to safeguard your health because your emotions could fluctuate. It could have a bearing on your mental health. Work on your relationship with your father or a paternal figure. You have the capacity to help others, Capricorn, so you should do just that. Incidentally, from the Butterfly Oracle deck, I do have the card You Are Stronger Than You Know. So, in case you suffer from self-doubt, with this Five of Cups, I think you should understand that you need to embolden yourself mentally. You are stronger than you know. People see you as someone who is in control, who is an authoritative figure. You are someone who is very helpful. That feminine side of your personality is going to be very visible. So keep that at the back of your head as you move on this September. It says here, Dove, peace. So broker peace, let bygones be bygones. Don't add to your karma. Rather, forgiveness is the key in case someone harms you. You also need to work on your relationship with your child or children for that matter. It could be your own, or it could be your niece, nephew, or maybe you're a teacher. You're going to guide other children. I think you're also being asked to be playful, to be social. Maybe this boy is also playing with a toy, which is a ship. So likewise, I think travel is something which could be a priority for many Capricorns. You could also receive some gifts this month, or these are your innate abilities which you should develop also, because these are gifts which you have received from the universe. With respect to your love life, I do have some cards. It says here, limitations, impediments, roadblock, outside influences could affect your relationship. Maybe others are going to frown upon your connection. Maybe they don't want you to get too close for comfort with this person from the opposite sex. So this is something which could be bothering you. Distance could also creep up in your relationship. Maybe your person is traveling, or you want to make travel plans to remove that physical distance that is there. I think you need to communicate more effectively and freely with your person. Runner and chaser has also come up. So some of you could be in a twin flame relationship, which is like a cat and mouse chase. One person is very persuasive while the other person could bolt from the relationship. Incidentally, I also have this card, farewell, but I'm no good at goodbyes. So some of you may want to break free from a person who is very demanding. Maybe you feel that this relationship will not work, you want to pull away, but then it could be very difficult at the soul level. Maybe you want to break free, but at the soul level, this is not what your heart wants. I think your person, or some of you, could be in a relationship which is very oppressive and disturbing. So that could be that there could be a heated exchange with your partner, with the Five of Cups coming up in your reading. So keep that in mind, Capricorn. Perhaps you are going to have a very professional approach. Maybe you're going to be prioritizing work instead of your personal life. Sometimes that is what you need to do rather than let your emotions get the better of you. I hope Capricorns you liked your reading. This is Shara with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.